Well, hello there, Amazon shoppers. I'm assuming you must be at least a little bit like me and have some hearing loss. Maybe it's more severe than that. But anyway, I wanted to kind of help give you an idea of the different types of hearing amplifiers available. Hearing amplifiers are not hearing aids, they amplify sound, which has always been my problem for the last few years. I'm 76 years old, retired musician, and I've suffered through some very loud musical groups in my experience. But anyway, most of us, especially men, when we suffer hearing loss, it's volume and it's the upper register, and that's where these hearing amplifiers come in because they're designed for that in mind. They're not pre-tuned to a whole variety of things, just mostly upper register. Sometimes it'll go the other way, but I'll explain that with these in a second. These are sold by BLJ, and they're on Amazon Prime, BLJ-flagship. Okay, and as you can read this, and I hope you can, this is model D-L-C2B, or not to be. No, seriously. C2B is the model number. And what I wanted to show you, first of all, these are in the ear deals that fit. If you're into more vanity than easy to use, this would be your choice. The one on my left here is kind of an average size deal that goes in your ear. As you can see, it's significantly larger than the one on the right. The one on the right here is the one I'm reviewing today. Can you get that? There we go. Still a little bit fuzzy. Trying to get it in focus. Ah, there it is. Now you can see the difference in size quite readily. The little plastic thing on here is not an antenna, as some people originally decided it is. This is to pull it out of your ear in case you push it in too far and it gets stuck. I like the little open hearing tips here, and they come also with a little tail to pull it with. In both of these, when this is in your ear properly, this is the left one, when it's in your ear, these things disappear, but you can find them and pull this thing out, which is kind of handy if you think about it. Anyway, this one runs on a little tiny battery. Let me find a door. I'm trying to do this through a camera, which is always fun. The battery, there we go, fits right there. And this is, I think it's an A10. Yeah, it's a number 10. These are real small. They have to be to fit this size hearing aid. And to turn it off, you can open it all the way, take the battery out if you want to. Or you can turn it off with the single button that does a multitude of things up here. I'll show you that in a second. But this battery fits right there, very tiny. And what I like about this model is when it goes in your ear, it goes this way, with this at the bottom of your ear. And that allows the push button that controls the volume, the programs, off and on, all that stuff is easy to feel with your finger. Because when it's in your ear, obviously you can't see it. It's kind of complicated to find this. Some of the other models, unfortunately, have the buttons that control everything down at the bottom. And that's a little difficult to find when you're trying to find it in your ear. Anyway, some little information on this. Their website is really good. It explains a lot of things. But this has 8 volume levels, a short press for each one. And when you press it, it'll go beep, beep twice. When you get to the top, the maximum or the minimum setting, it'll go one beep. The same button also turns everything off and on, this off and on. And there's 3 program settings for this. And for that, you push the button and hold it down for 2 seconds. And you'll have 3 different settings. One is normal, If it beeps twice, you're in the second setting. That's to increase the high register. If you click it 3 times, it'll beep 3 times, and that increases the bass. These are very tiny, very discreet. This might be too small for some people, but the button is at the top, so it's easier to find. That shouldn't be a problem if you have the patience to try it out, okay? I wanted to tell you, first of all, this is for mild to moderate hearing loss. The way the program works on this thing, you pick out, you try it, experiment with it, and you find the volume that you like and the program you like. And like for me, it's the program number 1, which is normal. And I put it on the lowest volume setting, which is plenty for me. And you leave that on for a little over 10 minutes, and it goes into the memory of this device. So whenever you turn it off and then back on, it'll go right to the setting you left it at. It's real simple. You can do the same thing with all 3 of the program settings. If you put it on program setting 2, find the volume level you like, same thing. Leave that for just a little over 10 minutes. And the little memory in this will program itself to turn that back on, to go to that setting when you turn it back on. Same thing for the third setting, which is increases the bass or the lower register. Same thing. Push it on the lower, that's number 3 setting, the lower bass setting, and find the volume you like. Leave it on a little over 10 minutes. And then you're all set. When you go back to any one of the settings, depending upon where you might be, if there's a lot of crowd noise or if you're just sitting home watching TV, you'll have the right volume control for what you want to use it for. Does that make sense? I hope I explained that to your satisfaction. But anyway, it's all in the brochure that comes with it. And it touches on that on the website. This is a little case. Comes in, and you can carry it in this. It fits in there quite nicely because that's all there is to it, just that one little deal there. Plenty of room. There's also room in this case I found for, here we go. This is the little brush, and this little red thing here works to exchange. I don't know if you can see these on the bottom or not. These are the little wax guards that you put in there. If you can see them here in the bottom, right in the center of the plastic, there's a little guard there, and that will try to keep wax out of your ear. If you get any wax in there, it's going to make the hearing device pretty well ineffective. But right there in the center, the little dark spot, if you do get wax in it and you're out somewhere, you can exchange it by just carrying these. You can cut this little piece of cardboard down to the size you want and carry this little orange. It puts them in, takes them out. Put that, just cut it down, and that'll fit easily in the little carrying case. The little brush that cleans wax off the exterior of it will also fit in there. And this comes with 6 batteries. These are type A batteries. A10, and you can put 1 or 2 of these in there if you'd like, and then you're all set. If you do have a battery run down or something while you're using them, there's your spares. The brochure that comes with it is very clear. It's all in English, lots of pictures, and everything is pretty well explained. It shows you everything you need right there. And pictures on how to do everything, including the little ear guard or wax guard applicator. There's 2 ends on it and explains all that. It goes over the programs I mentioned earlier, how to adjust the volume and the settings and all that maintenance. It's very inclusive, and it is troubleshooting on the back. Any questions, anything that you might have a problem with, to give you some help is trying to figure out, any questions. Comes with these different, the ear domes and the open ear domes, which is the ones I like. And the new ones now have a double ear dome also that comes with the package. And they come in little separate packages. These are the domes, and they're small, medium, and large. This is the open ear deals with the tail on it to make sure you can pull it out. That's in case the plastic ear tip gets stuck in your ear and the hearing amp itself comes out with this. But if that comes out and leaves that in there, then you may have to go to somebody that has some tweezers. But this will take care of that. This will pull the plastic out if it comes loose. So that's very handy. It's also good for putting it in your ear. You just hold it by the bottom of it down here where the little antenna looking thing is and the strap, and put it in that way. And then you're not touching the button, so it'll stay at the setting you saved it. That's about all I can help you with this video, because Amazon's going to not be happy if I go over 12 minutes. But it's pretty easy to figure out. These go way up in your ear where they're almost invisible. Even from the side, you can barely see it unless somebody's just actually hunting for it. But it has the different volumes, the different preset programs. It turns off. You hold it 5 seconds. The little button, the multi-button there, multi-function button. And you push on that for 5 seconds, and it'll turn it off in your ear, and you can turn it back on in your ear. So that's a handy feature. And this thing has a 45-day, no hassle return if you don't like it, and a 1-year warranty. So if you think you're not sure about if you need hearing aids and you want to save some money and find out what your condition is, try these. These are just around $100. And it gives you an idea of what you can do with these rather than spending, $4,000 or $5,000. Now these you can buy the right hand. This is the left hand one. That's always blue for left. They have one that's right-handed that matches that if you want to get both. They come as 2 separate deals, but around $100 for each. It sure beats spending thousands of dollars, I'll tell you that. Only to find out it's more than you need or doesn't work that well. So try these out. It's a good way to find out for yourself what's going on with your hearing, or maybe nothing much at all. But this company, BLJ, very nice people. They'll help you do anything you need. They'll supply extra ear tips if you need them, cleaning supplies. They're very nice people. I recommend them. And this model D-L-C2B. So try them out. There's no risk. You can return them in 45 days if you don't like them, or keep them and you got a 1-year warranty. So find out for yourself if you need more help than these. You probably don't, or you would already have been there. But don't waste a lot of money unnecessarily. Hey, thanks for watching these, and I hope it's helpful. Take care now.